Yo, what up? Welcome to the Wednesday Wow. Got a quick story for you. My pops, Marvin Hale Bay, he shared this story with me. He said that when he first came home from the penitentiary, he was decided that he wasn't going back to the penitentiary, so he started collecting cans. Started collecting cans to make money because, with a record, you can't really get a decent job. So he started collecting cans. And he would get little odd jobs to sweep up around restaurants and stuff like that. But collecting cans, though, he would go outside with 4 lawn and leaf bags. He would fill each one of those bags, and he would fill 2. He would tie them together and throw them over his shoulder. He'd fill 2 more, tie them together, throw them over his shoulder, and he would take them down. I'm talking about dripping juices and substances all over the place. Soda, beer, whatever's inside the cans. He's dripping that as he walks. Now, he's not saying, I'm determined to do this as long as it's a clean job. He's saying, I'm taking everything that comes along with it, but I'm not going back to where I came from. That's what he's saying. And he meant that. This fella did this for $1,500 worth. You understand what I'm saying? He collected cans and he did these little odd jobs for $1,500. Bought him a van. Kept this process going. And then he went and bought him like socks for sale. Socks, t-shirts, incense, oils, lotions. Then he set up a little table outside downtown Brooklyn, and he kept selling those kind of things. Because the object isn't to stay on the can level, right? It's not the object. The object is to grow from the can level. So the can level was just the foundation. He built the foundation and he moved on to t-shirts and socks and whatnot. Then, years later, he started doing festivals and conferences and all of this kind of stuff with art and all of these books. And then this fella moved into a store, Brooklyn, New York. He was on the corner of Ralph and Herkimer, Brooklyn, New York. I'm so inspired by this dude, right? I'm so inspired because I realized that is the same kind of energy that I can apply to my recovery. That energy that says, I'm not going back. I'm not going back to the symptoms. I'm not going back. Especially when I can apply something, I can apply my drive, I can apply my hustle, I can take this very seriously. He used to say to me all the time, ask yourself some very serious questions and give yourself some very serious answers. You don't have to wait on other people to ask you these questions. This is what my father used to tell me. And I think that by being dedicated and not taking days off for my recovery, I think that's been a driving force for me. That same collecting can mentality, that's been the foundation of my recovery. Doing everything that it takes, doing whatever it takes to avoid the back step, to avoid what's back there, which is for me the hospital. Symptomism. That's what's back there. I don't want to go back there. So I'm going to do whatever it takes now to avoid that. So anyway, I hope y'all love that. I love it. It's a story that I hold close to my heart. It's something that helps me every day sometimes, when I get to thinking about my journey and I think about, my people's journey. I mean, I got people in my life like, Strong and Marvin Hale Bay, Marvin Hale Jr., people who got some real stories. You know what I mean? And I learn from those stories. Anyway, that's my Wednesday Wow. Y'all hold it down.